What's up, y'all? Welcome to a very nasty, very rainy episode of Fishing from Scratch. Got a little time to kill this morning, and I figured I'd come and try a new spot, somewhere different, somewhere I've never been before. This is a lake that I've fished numerous times and caught very little in, but I just happened to be up this way, and I thought, well, you know what? I'll come out and fling a couple baits around just to see what happens, since I'm going to be in the area anyways. So I've got one carp pole. I had it with me, put it out with some pack bait, fake corn, piece of night crawler, and I've got my little trusty curly tail grub, and I'm just going to flip it around these rocks and up in here, if I can get down here without busting my butt, and just see what happens. You know, it's one of the things you never know until you try. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come up here and try just to see what happens. Now, it had actually slacked up raining when I first came down here, and I could see fish moving. I could see stuff breaking top water. There's something just broke right out in front of me right out there. So I know there's fish in here. I don't know what they might be. So we're just gonna give it a go and see what happens. I've had luck in the past just coming out and shooting from the hip like this and like throwing this little curly tail around. And maybe we'll get lucky today. Oh, wait, see, we got something right there. We got a good fish. We got a good fish, y'all. That's a bass. And I'm on my ultralight. But there we go. Let's get him up on the bank here. That's a pretty good little bass for an ultralight and a curly tail grub. What do you know about that right there? That's live action. That's probably the third cast I made. There you go. Nice little largemouth hooked right in the side of the mouth. Pretty fish. We'll get him back. Shoot, that fish probably getting close to a pound. Bye-bye, bud. On the ultralight, that's doing something. Well, there we go. Maybe these fish breaking on the top back here are actually largemouth. All right, well, it's day 2. I didn't have a lot of time yesterday to fish. I did catch that one nice little bass and got a couple of hits. But today, I'm down around the city of Asheville doing a little urban fishing at this beautiful lake that I love called Beaver Lake. I love this place. They keep it nice and clean. It's got good fish in it, nice hiking trail around it, and good scenery. So we'll get down here and see if we can't continue with the trend we were on yesterday, flipping this little jig around, seeing if we can't catch some bass fish, maybe some crappie fish, just some fish nonetheless, just of all types, anything that bites. That's what I'm after today. I did bring one carp rod. I've never carp fished in this lake, but I just know that there has to be some carp in this lake. I'm starting today just throwing what I was throwing yesterday. It's just a little swim bait, 16th ounce jig head. I think it's an eagle claw. I've always done fairly well catching a few bass out of this little lake, especially up in these little fingers off the sides. So that's what we're going to start out with. I'm going to stop talking, start fishing. I got one here. Got something. What we got here? It looks like a bluegill. Good size bluegill. On the old ultralight. Get a hook out of his mouth. Yeah, there you go. A hand-sized bluegill. Finally something. I was wondering what was hitting me out there. Bye-bye, bud. He come out of left field and just hammered the old piece of night crawler on the ultralight. Another one on the ultralight here. I'm betting it's another bluegill. Let's see here. It is. It's a good sized bluegill. Well, the ultralight ain't letting us down, that's for sure. Come off of there, bud. There we go. Whoop, come back. You turd. Got the camera all nasty. Look at you. Get out of there. All right. There we go. Another little bluegill. Get him back. Something swimming right out where this little creek runs in. I have no idea what it was. Let's see if we can get up close and personal with it before we get out of here. We'll flip a night crawler in here and see what might hit it. There it is. Hell, little bluegill. Oh, come back. There he goes. That's what it was. That's what I saw moving. Well, I figured I'd end the day doing what I should have started the day with. We had a really heavy rain yesterday, and I know because I was out in it. But what that usually does for the river is, well, it does this. It gets the river way up from where it's been really far down. Gets some color in the water, makes it not as clear, brings out all the fishermen. You see all the tracks and stuff. People's already been down here today. But what that does is it usually makes it where we can actually get at throwing some plugs, artificial, for trout. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I got a Rapala X-Wrap on. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, it come off. Shit. That was a hook. That was a hookup. I seen it hit it, but it did not take it. I doubt it'll hit again, but we'll run it through once more just to see what happens here. That was for sure a trout. If they feel the hook, they don't typically bite again. And that one definitely felt the hook. Well, it gets my hopes up a little bit. That means I know there's, well, I know there was fish in here anyways, but regardless. Well, my feet are already wet. Let's see how cold the water is today. Damn cold. Whew. Yeah, that's cold. Oh. Yeah. There was something, I don't know what that was, just rolled up on this. Let's get down here where I can make a better cast. Something just rolled up at this. That's twice it. Whoa, there it goes. Whoa. Look at that. Awesome. Awesome. Right in front of me. He didn't even get a chance to fight. Look at that right there. That's a nice little small jaw. God, those are gorgeous fish. He was hot on that. He followed that thing all the way up. I mean, right at the rock. I didn't have a foot of line out and he grabbed it. Little red eye. Well, this was a good stop. I'm glad I stopped. I do love me an old small jaw. That's a pretty good one. That's a good fish. Let's get him back. I'll see you later, bud. There it goes. He was hot to trot on that. When I walked up here, I saw something. I saw fish jumping off the side of the rock down through there, which tells me something's chasing. So that's what I just decided to flip down through there and see what might hit it. Hello, boys. Yes, I hear you. Come on, let's get out of here. It's cold. It's cold and it's wet. I'm tired of being out in it. I know y'all are too. Whew. Well, today was a pretty fun day. Started up in Tennessee. I had a doctor's appointment. Went to go get blood, and so I had to go do that. But hey, at least I was able to catch a pretty good sized largemouth before I went. The old curly tail grub, man, it never does you wrong. It always catches fish no matter where you go. So there was that. And then I got back into town and just wanted to go out and try to do some trout fishing, because this kind of weather with a cold front coming in. Hey, big girl. Hey, big boy. There he is. Go on. We should have been able to catch some trout. I hooked one, but so many leaves out there. Every cast I'm just dragging in leaves, and it is the season. So at least I was able to end the day with that smallmouth. That was a good fish. I saw that smallmouth chasing a fish as I walked up on that rock, and I flipped out and pulled my jerkbait right there, and he followed it all the way up once and then swam off. And then I just got up a better angle, flipped at it, worked that thing right up there, and it grabbed it right as I was getting up to the rod. I just lifted him straight out of the water. He didn't even get a chance to fight. So that was a cool way to end the day, catching a smallmouth. I love catching those things. I don't catch near enough of them. But this day's over. It's getting dark. I'm tired. The dogs are excited. There he goes. I'm gonna let them boys run around for a minute. I'm gonna get in and get a fire built, because it's supposed to be cold tonight. First time this year of getting real cold, and I'm not really looking forward to it. So I'm gonna get in here and get a fire built and get something good to eat, maybe even take a hot bath. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Please do the like and the share and the subscribe. That way you can see what I post when I post it, because hopefully I'm gonna be posting some good stuff. I'm gonna be out there beating feet and making casts, so eventually we're gonna hook up on something. Anyways, me and them dogs, we out. We'll catch y'all next time. Let's build a fire, boys. It's cold. My feet is cold. What are you doing? Yeah, run and get warm. At least you're getting warm. You got fur coats on, you bunch of heathens. Bye-bye. I'm failing.